Here's a weird truth most people won't admit. Some of the most ambitious people you'll ever meet look lazy on the outside. They talk about big plans. They think about their future nonstop. They want success more than anything. But their life doesn't show it. They delay everything. They procrastinate hard. They stay stuck doing the bare minimum. And that gap hurts. Because wanting more, but not moving toward it, creates the kind of silent frustration that eats at you. So the question becomes, if I want this so badly, why am I not doing anything about it? And psychology has an answer most people never hear. This video isn't about calling anyone lazy. It's about explaining why ambitious people often freeze. We're going to break down why ambition can actually shut your brain down, why motivation keeps disappearing on you, why overthinking kills action, and how to finally turn desire into movement without forcing yourself. If you've ever felt like you're capable of more, but can't seem to start, stay with me. Ambitious people live in their heads. They imagine success, freedom, that version of themselves who finally feels proud. But here's the problem. Your brain doesn't understand big dreams. It understands clear steps. When a goal feels massive and undefined, your brain reads it as danger, not motivation, pressure. And pressure doesn't push you forward. It makes you freeze. So instead of starting, you scroll, you delay, you tell yourself you'll do it later. Not because you don't care, because your brain doesn't know where to begin. This is where people get it wrong. Most ambitious people aren't lazy. They're tired, not physically, mentally. They overthink everything. They replay conversations. They imagine worst-case scenarios before even trying. That constant mental noise drains energy. So when it's time to act, there's nothing left. Avoidance becomes protection. Scrolling isn't weakness. Zoning out isn't failure. It's your nervous system saying, I need relief. The issue isn't resting. It's staying stuck in rest mode forever. Here's the shocking part. Ambitious people don't fear failure. They fear trying hard and finding out it meant nothing. They think, what if I give this everything and it doesn't work? What if I realize I'm not as capable as I believed? What if I waste years on a wrong path? So instead of committing, they stay in planning mode. Planning feels productive. Thinking feels safe. But action feels risky. And over time, thinking without action quietly destroys confidence. There's a constant tug-of-war inside ambitious people. One side wants growth. The other wants comfort. And comfort isn't laziness. It's biology. If your environment doesn't create urgency, no loans, your brain will choose comfort every time. Not because you're weak, because nothing is forcing change. Ambition alone doesn't rewire behavior. Environment does. Most ambitious people are waiting to feel motivated. That's the trap. Motivation doesn't come first. It comes after movement. Psychology is clear on this. Action creates momentum. Momentum creates motivation. If you wait to feel ready, you'll stay stuck. Your brain doesn't need inspiration. It needs evidence. One small action, one tiny win, then energy shows up. Here's what silently sabotages ambitious people. Calling yourself lazy. Trying extreme routines overnight. Watching endless productivity videos. Comparing yourself to loud, non-stop grinders. Ambitious minds shut down under pressure. The harder you force it, the more resistance you create. Stop asking, what should I achieve? Start asking, what's the smallest visible move I can make today? Not impressive, not perfect, just visible. 5 minutes, one task, one message, one attempt. Consistency beats intensity every time. When ambition meets small movement, laziness fades on its own. People who are lazy but ambitious are usually overloaded mentally, afraid of wasted effort, torn between comfort and growth, waiting for motivation instead of creating momentum. The fix isn't pressure. It's understanding how your brain actually works. So if this video felt uncomfortably accurate, you're not broken. You're just ambitious in a world that never taught you how to move without burning out. Here's the real question. What's one small step you've been avoiding? Not because you're lazy, but because it actually matters to you? If this helped you understand yourself, like the video, subscribe to Clearway. For Psychology Explained Simply. Because ambition doesn't need force. It needs clarity.